What's going on, guys? Figured this was the perfect time to make an update video during a nice little red action here. So basically, if you've been keeping up with my trading view or not, I'm not sure. I haven't been able to make a video on YouTube, but basically we were looking for a potential move out of this ascending triangle, or what it looked like to be an ascending triangle, but it actually, I was kind of drawing it kind of like this, right? So we got this breakout here, and then we weren't able to hold support. And I was talking about how we could have a move up to 1500 if we confirm this, but we weren't able to confirm it. I saw some warning signs in the RSI on the 4-hour, seeing how we were getting pretty overextended here, and we also had some exaggerated bearish divergence. The spinning top came in as well, and here we are. We've been falling since. So the breakdown of that ascending triangle was 998. And, one area that I was looking for to hold support was roughly this 966 to 961. That's basically between these two wicks here, which is really 955-ish to 967. So far, we hit that 950-ish. Well, what did we hit? We hit 951. It's not really looking like it's ready to bounce yet, even though we did get some buyers up in that area because we did buy back up right to this 982 so far. So, we could think that maybe that's an area of confluence here, but in reality, this is the main area from 930, to 935 that I am looking for the potential landing zone per se. Now, it doesn't have to stop there because, we've gone over this many, many times in this video, how this 930 range was that level that it does not like to hold here. And you can see, of course, this was coming all the way up from 4K, but you can see we dumped and we tried to catch support on many areas as we moved all the way down. And then we had a big massive pump again, and then a lower high. So a little different scenario, but in reality, this was the trend line here that we broke. And I said when we broke this area here, it was definitely going to be, pretty good time for bull mode here. But of course, the difference between, then and now is that at the time of this run up, the RSI was pretty low. It wasn't very, very high here. I mean, if we look in the daily, you can really see. But that being said, we had way more room on the RSI at the time to run as high as we wanted to here. So now we're very overextended here, and we're just coming back down to correct. Now, on the daily, most of the time when we correct, we come down decently low here, but we do have some potentials of some bounces sooner than that because we should potentially get some good support here. But, if we fail to hold this 930 level, we should potentially get some support on a couple of these levels below. We'll have to see how this plays out. But personally, if we start breaking this 930 level, I would probably be getting a little bit concerned. So that's just what I'm seeing right now. We kind of look like we made a small head and shoulders. Potentially, this could be a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder here. Kind of looks like that, and if not, it looks like one of these bear flags that, like I talked about, sometimes we make these and then we end up breaking up from them, but in this scenario, we broke down, and, it has happened before in the past, but, we'll have to see how this plays out here. So far, this 960, 961 to 956 area is holding, but, excuse me, choking on something. But when this moving averages comes down and crosses, it could push us a little bit lower. Hopefully, we will hold this 930-ish area here. We obviously have these few wicks that came up between this 850 and this 863 and this 933 level. But, for me, if we were to break through here, I would be probably not entering a trade until we confirm some support way down here. And if that was to even happen here, we don't know for sure where it's going to bounce. We just have some expectations of areas that buyers would want to come in. And so far, that first expectation did hit, but that doesn't mean that it's over just because it tapped it once. So we'll have to see how it plays out. And if it continues to hold it, you know, the area that we did bounce off was roughly this 200 EMA there. What about the 4 hour? And this 4 hour 20 EMA here, which is roughly around 960. So, you know, even coming back, as long as we were to hold above this, we wouldn't really be in a short-term downtrend. But once you start falling below that and closing below it for a little while, we could be in a short-term downtrend that could push us a little bit lower here. But, you know, most of my targets were all hit here. I had this target of 1193 up here, and we hit 1215 while I was sleeping last night, which is pretty wild. So, you know, I mean, you know, people are going to take profits, and that's just kind of how it is. And, you know, it's to be expected. And, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I just wanted to make this quick update video to show you some areas that I am looking for here. I'm going to probably keep my eye on this level here of 9. I'm really targeting this 966 personally, even if we dipped here a couple times. Depending on if this starts continuously holding here and doesn't look like another bear flag that I don't want to play, I'm probably going to add some more to my long-term holds around this 966 level and this 930 level here. Those are the two areas that I'm expecting that I want to add to my positions here. But like I said, if I haven't bought since down in this $600 level here, so I've pretty much, you know, let this all run here. And I was just kind of anticipating some type of pullback at some point so that I could start buying again. Now, of course, this is the first like real dip here, so you don't have to rush right in and buy. It might give us some more time once we actually figure out where we're going to bottom here. But I'm planning on adding some to my long-term holdings somewhere in between these two levels if we don't just break through. If we broke through, then, you know, I'd be looking probably to add somewhere down here, which I know it sucks to think about, but it happens, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. So I just wanted to do that quick update. Hopefully you guys like this. Hit the like button. Peace.